I have one stock that I know I will never sell. I guess we should never say never, but this would be the last stock I would probably ever sell. Of all the stocks and all the money I have invested in the stock market, this would probably be the last one I would ever sell, and I don't anticipate I will ever sell it. I'm going to tell you why that is coming up on Investing Education with me, Mr. B. All right, welcome to the channel. If you like this kind of stuff or want to learn more, do hit that subscription button. And in the subscription button, and in the description below, we have some free courses and my full amount of paid courses and all that too as well to check out. All right, so I have this stock. I'm saying I'll never sell it. Well, why is that? Well, first let me tell you, some just real briefly reasons why people sell stuff, and I'm going to tell you the reason why I'm never going to sell this one coming up in just a quick moment. So the first reason why you would sell a stock, I'm going to go super fast. One, you just need to rebalance your portfolio, right? You're going to adjust and rebalance your portfolio. You need to free up money for something else. That's another reason. I need the money, right? I need the money to live on. I want to buy a car, or yeah, who knows what. So I need the money. Maybe a stock price hits its target. Maybe you've said, once the stock hits this target level, I'm going to sell and take my profit. So you've already planned that. Maybe there's some change in the actual fundamentals of the business, of the company, of the strategy. Something's happening with the business where you wouldn't invest in it again if all things being equal today. You're like, but maybe now's the time to sell. Maybe there's been a change in ownership or leadership, or there's been a CEO has left, or there's a merger or an acquisition. Something has changed, real radically in terms of the ownership of the organization. If you're an active trader, looking at like technical reasons, like charting. I have a whole course on technical analysis, like 12.5 hours, all about charts and a relative strength index and moving averages and all that. And so your technical reasons are telling you and giving you a sell signal, right? So if you're doing that, especially if you're a day trader or swing trader or more of an active trader, versus buy and hold, then you want to listen to that chart and then do that when you're getting that sell signal. And lastly is tax reasons. You might not want to sell, or you might want to sell because you're trying to time a gain or a loss for, not necessarily for market reasons, but for tax reasons. Maybe you're doing tax loss harvesting where you're intentionally taking a loss so that you can use that loss to offset a gain. I've got a whole videos around tax loss harvesting. Maybe you're taking up your profits and you can make it work from your tax standpoint, that you're not going to jump up into another tax bracket or something. You might have a tax consideration around that. I would never recommend that you make decisions solely on taxes. These other reasons I gave for why you might want to sell a stock are much stronger reasons, but you can also consider tax reasons as well. Okay, so I have this stock I'll never sell. Let me tell you what stock it is and why I won't sell it. And the stock happens to be General Mills, the food processing company. They make like cereal, like Lucky Charms and Cheerios, amongst other things. I don't think they have yogurt anymore, but they basically are a food company, right? And it's not like I won't sell them because I love the company, or that I think they're the greatest company in the history of mankind. They pay a nice dividend. That's okay too. It really gets down to the tax reasons. Remember the part where I said, don't make tax the only reason? Well, I'm doing that. And the reason is, my wife actually brought this. She used to work for General Mills for a period, and she had some stock from that, employee stock ownership plan. And so she brought a little bit of stock. That's like $1,000, maybe it's $2,000, right? It's very small, relatively small amount, considering our portfolio, relatively small amount, a very small amount. And the thing is, she got the stock way back in like 1995, right? So if you think about it, this stock has split several times, it's grown dramatically over that period of time. So it's almost all profit now. And so I'd be paying a lot of taxes on that profit. So if it's doing fine, then they're a real steady kind of company. They pay their dividend, they come up with products, don't rise too fast, don't fall too fast. They're a pretty easy company to own, and I get those regular dividends, so I don't have any reason to sell. I get regular dividends, income being paid from them. I want to avoid the big tax profit and take the big tax hit, and there might be some advantages to pass this on in terms of an estate aspect to my son as far as an inheritance, who might be able, we'll see what the tax laws are when he inherits, but he might be able to avoid that taxes and avoid that profit on the taxes by having a new basis, or what they call a basis, or a new bottom line as far as what he takes it in. So he won't be taking it at 1995 prices. He'll be taking it at 21, 22 prices. Yes, I'm planning to live another 100 years. We'll see how that goes. So that's the idea of understanding your overall portfolio and why you might want to sell, right? Are you adjusting, rebalancing, is reaching targets? Sometimes there's tax considerations, but that's the idea of the one stock I will never sell, but you never say never, right? Well, I hope you like this. Think about stocks maybe you would never sell, and what would be the reason you would never sell them. You might not have any because you never want to say never. Put that in the comments. Do hit that subscription button. Would love to see you in some other videos too. With that, I wish you all the best of luck on your stock purchases.